5 ways yoga helped me through challenging situations and helped me to turn PTSD into PTGO, post-traumatic growth order. 1. 5 years ago, the psychologist I was working with recommended I start taking antidepressants. Because I live in Israel, it took 3 months to get an appointment with a psychiatrist. And that time, I doubled down on my yoga tools. When I saw the psychiatrist, she said I didn't need antidepressants. I haven't gone back to that depressed place since. 2. After my near-death motorcycle accident in Vietnam, I developed a herniated disc. I lived with it undiagnosed and nearly symptom-free for 7 years, but my first flare-up happened. It was excruciatingly painful, and I relieved it entirely naturally, primarily through yoga and 3 chiropractor appointments. It's been almost a year since the flare-up, and yoga continues to be the primary form of staying symptom-free. 3. Learning to drive a manual motorcycle was hard. I'd jump off the bike in the middle of lessons and use my yogic tools to self-regulate before hopping back on, more focused and more centered. 4. For those who don't know, many women who go through the Jewish divorce ceremony leave with trauma. Not me. Thanks to my yogic tools, my divorce ceremony was one of the most empowering moments of my life. Who cares that I got weird looks for moving in funky ways, breathing deeply, holding my hands in specific positions, and repeating a mantra under my breath? 5. Friends. Since starting to practice yoga, the majority of the new friends I've made in Vietnam and in Israel have also been yogis. Either we met in a yoga class or bonded over yoga, and let me tell you, yogis are deep and these friendships are too. Traditionally speaking, yoga is the science of the mind, complementing Ayurveda, which is the science of the body. Yoga is a tool that can rid a person from suffering. Thanks to my own personal experience with the success of yoga relieving my personal suffering, some of which I've mentioned in this post, I confidently and passionately share the gift of yoga with my students. Thank you to those of you who have contributed to my Karuna Yoga sponsorship campaign. I'm currently serving a demographic that is in the thick of trauma and thus in great need of yogic tools to make sure they develop PTGO and not PTSD. Your financial contributions allow me to be paid for this work.